Hey y'all, let's talk unexpected nail breaks like this one. Now, I know breaks come in all degrees, and I was fortunate enough to have a break that I was able to mend. So, if you have a break like this, here is something simple that you can do. Well, it's not that simple. Well, it depends on what you think simple is. But here is something that can help you retain length while your nail grows out. So what I started with was the nail tech repair system and some resin to just glue the nail back on. Then I went in with some fiberglass nail wrap to provide a layer of protection over that nail. Because when you have a break like this, honey, you want as much protection as your nail can stand. So the fiberglass really works for me because it's very, very durable. In fact, people actually use the fiberglass nail wraps for nail extensions. So this is something that is very strong, very durable, and that's going to get me through while my nail takes its time growing out. So I'm going to go in with some more resin just to bond that fiberglass to my nail. And then I'm going to go in with the powder. I'm not quite sure. I think it's called filler powder, but it comes in the nail tech repair system. I'm going to let that completely dry before I start filing, because if you do not, you're just going to end up with another broken nail. You need to let it completely dry before you start filing and trying to shape that nail to get it to look as close to your natural nail as possible. For this particular part, I recommend 100 grit nail file, but hey, your nail, your choice. But then we're going to go back in with some more resin because, like I said, we want this nail to be as strong as possible, because this is a full break, not a half break, not a third break. It is a completely full break. My nail completely fell off. So we need to create as much of a barrier as we can as possible. Once you do all of that and let it completely dry, we're going to go in and try to get it blended with the existing nail bed. So I'm going to go in with some buffing to just try to make sure I get it as smooth as possible, because, we're going to apply polish eventually, and we don't want that ridge there to show that I snapped my nail all the way off. We're going to go in with a little bit of the drill. If you're not, what do we call it, experienced with drills, don't do it, because you might end up causing more damage than you should. And because we did file the sides, we're going to go in with just a little bit of resin to seal those sides to make sure we don't get any water under that. After that, we're going to go in with some Sally Hansen, because we still want this nail to grow. We're not just going to leave it alone and let it do its own thing. We're going to add a very healthy nail polish to ensure that it continues to grow under the gel polish. As some of you may have seen in my previous video, Sally Hansen Maximum Growth is a staple in my nail routine. But yes, here's the nail. And if you guys do happen to get a break and try this process, let me know how it goes for you guys.